one vivid memory of IIT
Ragging.
that you couldn't share on stage?
When I joined, I was ragged. And the people who ragged me became my best friends. But ragging was not violent, it was funny. The other memory is that we had to do our own entertainments. Kharagpur had nothing. There were no girl students also. But we had a lot of Bengalis who were very artistic. And Punjabis were very sporting. And so it was, we had great fun in Kharagpur. And by the time I passed out, it had 2,000 students. In my final year, I became Student Union President. I was elected unopposed. Very unusual because the story was I spoke Bengali fluently, so Bengalis liked me. I was very good at Gali, Punjabis liked me. that's why I became a president. Student Union. But
for all the student prices.
my son, my brother, sister, Amti, Navy, all from IIT Madras.
Okay.
And my brother studied in IIT Kharagpur for 2 years, metallurgy. Then he had some stomach issues. So he got a transfer to IIT Madras and he studied last 2 years IIT Madras. So we have a lot of IIT connections. Now next generation are all abroad, so no more IIT. Granddaughter is MIT.
MITs. Very good. Ma'am, any memory of his and his friends?
But more important, she retired as Chief Commissioner of Income Tax.
Oh, wow, ma'am.
She is IRS officer. Karnataka and Goa, she is Chief Commissioner here. So I owe my career to her.
No, not that. No, when I married him, already I don't know much about IIT, but he got the Best Alumnus Award, which was given by Dr. Mohan. So we had gone for the function, that was my first visit.
But normally IITians have this thing about repeating stories over because they are so fresh in their mind, the nostalgia of the hostel and
Yeah, that.
But you know, the joke is, I went to last time to Kharagpur in 2018. I met the director, who's a good friend of mine. I told him when I went to IIT first time, the students looked normal, the professors looked older, and the director looked very old. When I went 30 years later for a campus interview, the students looked young, professors looked normal, professors looked mature. 1988, the director looked young. Because I was older, director was not born when I had joined IIT. So I have been touching it. We are going next month again for about 2 days for meeting of all student union presidents who have been there in IIT earlier. So we have a lot of connections with IIT.
okay. So one book, one thing when you were like when you were approached for the book. For this
I have
book,
recommended, I have bought 5 copies myself.
No. She's asking something else.
one thing that you really want to pass on to the generation when you were being covered by the book.
What message you want to give to the other generation?
Younger generation.
I tell you one thing. What I like about Jaitley is, once you start with something, give 150% effort. And that is, I think, IIT, non-IIT, ultimately is the effort. I think Kipling wrote, give each unforgiving minute 60 seconds worth of distance run. And what I like about Jaitley is he's an absolute go-getter. And he's like a force of nature, the way he does it. And I think that is an admirable quality, and many IITians have that. And that's what makes them successful. The same physics, chemistry, teaching is a bit better, but nothing fantastic. But the self-reliance, confidence, I mean, that the IIT teaches you. That is the main thing. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.